Grand Rising and Wholeness family. Welcome to Homeschool Approach to Holistic Health. I'm your nutrition assistant, Coach Scott, here with my handsome son,
PeterJayyy.
This is PeterJayyy, the CEO and founder of the Millionaire Project. He is that man. When I tell you I am so excited about today's interview, I don't know where to begin. My face hurts from smiling.
I had to get on here, man. I seen all the interviews. I gotta get on here.
I needed him on here. Look at him. He drinking a green juice, making his mama proud, making her so proud. When I tell you I am so proud of this young man, I do not know where to begin. He is, again, the founder and CEO of the Millionaire Project. Actually, the Project Series. The Project Series. The name of the company is. Project, yeah, what's the name of the company? PeterJayyy Enterprise. Yeah.
It's the umbrella.
So he has the umbrella, but he has several things under there. And I've been working with him, y'all, as his nutrition assistant, his finance, fitness coach, his gratitude therapy, self-love. I've been giving text alerts for some time now, and he's expanding. When I tell you, okay, let's just get into it. If you want to know more about him, in the interview process regarding personal things like that, he had another interview on Black Boss Channel.
The Black Boss Channel.
And it has several different channels. They're pretty well known in the ethnic culture, and so, check him out on there. But Mama's got more intimate questions. Being on the board of directors, I can actually ask some more exclusive questions. So you heard it here first. So if you notice, I got on my shirt that says Project Billionaire, because initially when the Millionaire Project first started, the goal was just to collectively get a group of people to create $1 million in revenue. He did that within weeks, months. Oh my God. So he moved on from that, immediately jumped into, now I need to make individual millionaires. Okay?
Correct.
So I haven't even asked the question yet, right? Because this is how excited I am about my SUN. Pun intended. much like. Look at me. Okay, so I'm gonna get into a question. Guys, I had to even break out the computer to make sure I don't miss anything today, because
I ain't seen these questions either, so
he's good on it though, because on the Black Boss Channel, wait till you see him. I was like, oh, what are you talking about? Oh, wait a minute. Ears just go, wait a minute. Oh, okay. My baby got knowledge, intelligent. Do you hear me? Okay, so the reason why I wanted to break out the vision of the Millionaire Project, again, was that. But several members collectively already generated that income. What do you see the Millionaire Project now? Like, where do you go from here?
Well, with it being the Millionaire Project, like you said, I did collectively at the beginning want to have a lot of people, make them 5 figures, 6 figures. So now they're, collectively we made $1 million. But like you said, I did do that within months. I had several friends make hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Family members too.
So we've already made $1 million collectively. So the next step is definitely getting ready for that, the mental aspect as well. So that's the reason why, I brought the text alerts, where a lot of people are, not just getting the money in their account, but also mentally, physically, with the nutritional advice. So with the whole Millionaire Project, I feel like the correlation of it is going into bigger and better things. Now we see the billion coming, because once everyone becomes millionaires, then it's a lot more different. That's when the fun begins, because you can't have all this money and not be healthy enough to invest in others and give back and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's the main part.
That's where I come in.
That's definitely the next step.
Yes, that's so exciting. Okay, so did you expect to be this successful so fast?
To be honest, I did, because everything that I do, anything I put energy into, I feel like it does. It definitely elevates quicker than usual. So once I got my initial foundation, my initial supporters. I don't like to say fans at all. So my initial supporters, my initial, my foundation, the rock, and then they started talking, word of mouth. They got out that, just a kid from Louisville, you know, and now he's teaching everybody about crypto. What do you? I thought you was an engineer. Well, I do both, right? So I'm an engineer during the day, 9 to 5, and then when I get off of work, I have a passion when it comes to learning more about the financial world and crypto. So yeah, I definitely thought that I would be successful. It did surprise me though when, I think a lot more people in the project are actually people I've never met before. So that's the cool part about the Millionaire Project is, 50-50 are people who I know and 50-50 are people who I do not even, I've never even met before. I will meet you guys, but I've never met them before. So we only talk through text and, voice messages. So
good stuff. And it's so exciting. When it comes to the Billionaire Project, since we're repping the shirts today, was that always a part of the plan?
What?
The Project Billionaire.
Not really. So when I was, deciding what to name, the project or name the company, I started off with thinking like the $1 Million Project. But I know that, I talked it over with you a little bit as well. You were like, the dollar, that's so, that's simple-minded. Think about the heir, right? The millionaire, billionaire, right?
Because that's what we are.
Because the dollar is really only U.S. currency. And this is an international thing. This is a global financial system that is changing. So I thought heir would be the perfect word for it as well, instead of being the dollar. But so the Millionaire Project was definitely, to start out with. But then as times started going, as the ball started rolling, $1 million just started to seem so, small. You hate to say it, but like, once you make your first 100,000 and then you notice that all you gotta do is do it 10 more times to get $1 million, then that's no longer the goal. $1 billion is definitely the goal now. So
yeah. So it's so crazy because I'm going back and forth, but at the same time, it's like I got other questions that I want to ask, but I know I need to stick to it because this interview would be 10 hours long.
Here all day. You'll see the sun just slowly start to go past the trees.
So the network that he has is so electrifying. I noticed that you have multiple members that already have spin off of you into their own projects.
Oh yeah.
And so like, what do you think about that? Like, how do you, I love the fact that you guys all mutually exchange the energy though. Mm-hmm. Like, even though they went off doing their own thing, I see you all the time giving shout outs to this person doing this and this person doing that.
Right.
And likewise, I'll click on their link and I'll see them shouting you out. So it's like, there's no animosity of, what do you give that credit to? Like,
I think the main thing is knowing that we're all gonna win, we're all gonna make it. So like, it's never any animosity. Anytime someone joins the project, I want to fill you with as much energy and light that I possibly can. So when you do take my information and filter out and do exactly what you want to do in your own project, right? I have a lot of people, a lot of members who join the Millionaire Project and they actually go and start their own groups. They start their own ebooks, they start their own websites, and it's all crypto based, all nutrition based. So to know that I'm giving you enough information to start your own stuff, that's a big honor, right? It's a big honor.
All right. Well, I tell you one thing it reminds me of is the fact that since you're already exceeding these expectations, that pretty much you need to dream bigger.
Right, for sure. Yeah. I've already crossed out my list for 2022 and it's March, so I'm definitely.
I mean, your vision is literally carrying you now.
Yeah. Now I'm just. You're right. I'm just going with the wind now. Like there's no more expectation now. It's just
Well, you are truly
execution.
You truly appear to be living your passion. I definitely wanted to make sure that I said that
for sure.
Directly in front of his mama's eyes.
Definitely. Definitely.
What new plays do you see on the horizon for not only PeterJayy's business, but personally?
Let's see.
This is my channel now.
What do I see? Well, I'm currently out in Florida right now. I just moved into a luxurious 2-bedroom, 2-bath.
I love it here.
Condo. So I don't know when she gonna leave. I'm just going.
I love you, Big Pete.
I stole her from my dad right now, so she's out here living her life. But personally, I mean, I see myself just turned 26. I'm definitely focused on the business right now, priority wise. Just getting my mental better, my physical better. A lot of people may seem like I'm already living the dream, but like I said, this is something that I just checked off the list, and I can definitely see myself being way more successful, way more just improving in every aspect. So not to get too specific, but personally, yeah, I'm focused on myself currently, and just elevating every aspect I can, physically, spiritually, mentally,
That's right. And
economically. So
you're doing a wonderful job, son. A wonderful job.
Appreciate it.
Well, a little birdie told me that I'm not gonna go into the female. I'm not gonna do any of that. I actually heard that MPA, Millionaire Project Academy, was coinciding coming up with some things with Homeschool approach to holistic health. That union is happening. What exactly is going to be happening there?
So Homeschool approach to holistic health. For everyone who's watching, from my background, HA2HH. You want to tell them what that stands for real quick?
Homeschool approach to holistic health.
Okay, so that's my mother's company, and the Millionaire Project we're going to do a collab, right? So I have a lot of people who jumped into the crypto game, who want to learn more about being plant-based. So I actually, I kidnapped her so she could actually show me some of the nutritional alchemy in the kitchen. So we're becoming our own alchemists. We're creating, we have the nutrition book, Alkaline Digital Guide. Let's see.
And just as a quick insert, my son sold more of these than I did.
Right.
I mean, I was like, oh my gosh, son. Like, he sold more of them than I did.
This was available, all of my group, I think probably like 40-50% of them bought the book as soon as it came out. So they pre-ordered it, got it, and I've actually sold more copies.
They wanted more. They was like, what else? Does your mom have more copies? Does your mom have a YouTube channel? Does your mom? And he's just now starting to tell them. Yeah, my mom has a YouTube channel.
Yeah. So we're gonna actually create a course, a hands-on course where I have her in the kitchen with the limited appliances I have. You'll
brand
see
new.
Limited appliances I have. She'll be pretty much giving all the recipes where I can meal prep, and I'm plant-based, so I'm nutritious, but I do have a tendency to go out and get the fast foods here and there. Go out and get my Chipotle, my chickpea burgers, a lot of that's good stuff. So she's actually showing me that I can meal prep and make a lot of different meals within minutes, sometimes. So.
And we are in the Pisces new moon energy. This is usually when we start thinking about what are we going to do on our fast. And so I actually went 14 days fasting. Crazy. 0 traditional food. I only ate herbs. That was it. If you're interested in me eating those herbs from fig tree, those are the only things I ate for 14 days, and I could have went longer. The product didn't come in. That's no knock on fig tree. I am so grateful for their efforts, for what they're doing, because I know many people, even beyond myself, need their work. I mean, I'm blown away by their product, and I got him started on the products as well, and then he decided to do 7 days.
7 days, no fast food, no. Even though I don't eat, the fast food that everybody else eats, the majority of people, but I still have my
excuses. He's making excuses. So yeah, he said he would go 14 days, and he's gonna take the minerals. 7 days. We gonna work on 14.
7 days.
Yeah. I went 14 with 0 food. I think I could get him to go 14 days with no fast food.
Yeah, you better make some oyster mushrooms and.
See, I'm gonna cook for. See, that's what I'm gonna do. I always give somebody a gift on my channel. Every person that I've had interviewed, I've given a gift. Your gift is I'm gonna come move in with you. That could be my gift too.
Hold on, I'm gonna move in
for the week that you decide that you go, and we gonna make it happen. And if it goes to 2 weeks or 3 weeks,
it just so happens.
And Big Pete come on up here too. We'll get it popping.
I should got a 1-bedroom. I'm just playing.
How mean. So his gift is going to be what I do for my clients. I'm going to do for my son. And also, again, being so proud of him, I'm going to offer something. I'm going to give him the opportunity to offer to his group that recording. And when it comes to that curriculum, at the price I would really charge my clients, I'm gonna leave that up to him. So if you are my client and the prices that I have, you may want to go over to PeterJayyy and go through him, because for at least a year, I think I'm gonna give a promotion as a gift, because I have to tell this story. He's shared with me so many stories through text alerts. He had me crying in the back of the car one time, sharing testimonials that someone offered back to him regarding text alerts that I had sent regarding nutrition. And these younger generations, like my audience target market is probably 30 and up, maybe 40 and up. He's more of the, maybe 40 and down. And so that's why it's really great marriage. Perfect energy. However, to hear those coming from those younger generations, it had me in tears. I could not stop. And of course, he loves videotaping me. And so I'm hiding my face crying because I think the biggest thing was off of text alert, someone had lost 45 pounds. Mm-hmm. A young guy. And but the fact that they share back with him, I think was the biggest thing too, me hearing that. So I got something special for them, and I'm gonna let him decide. So again, I just want to give a shout out to my clients, because I also don't want to rob nobody. If I'm doing it for them, I'm willing to do it for my team. So I don't want that to fall. So definitely rush over to what's your website?
PeterJayyy So if you go to PeterJayyy or follow me on Instagram at PeterJayyy Enterprise _, you'll get all the information you need. Just go to the link in the bio.
Oh my goodness. So it goes without saying you are a huge success when it comes to the Millionaire Project. What do you think some of your questions the members may have for me, since we're going to partner up and I don't want to go in there blindly or them to come into the curriculum blindly, maybe knowing a little bit about myself. Now, one thing you can do is click on the YouTube channel link and look for Noveen CTV. She actually did a really good interview of me, and I give a lot of the background. Like I said, you don't necessarily have to listen to all that kind of stuff right now, where PJ may have a more intimate question because he knows me a little, a little more intimately than most. So what do you think your members may want to know personally about moi?
I think a lot of people, when it comes to nutrition, I think a lot of people wonder on how to transition into it. Like I think it's more mental than people actually think. Like a lot of people think that it's like they're getting rid of their favorite foods, so this can't be something that I'm going to continue to do because my favorite foods are no longer in front of me. So I think it's, once they understand that the mental ties they have to certain foods, and the way that you can season up different food, I think that's the main thing, where like mentality wise.
Right. Well, one thing I would say regarding that, just to piggyback off of what you said, I totally agree. Everything is mental. When it comes to the masculine and feminine energy, that's usually one of my first lessons. You want to go into it, it's a love thing. You love yourself. And you are your first marriage. I am female manifested. However, I'm also masculine and feminine energy. There's a part of me that knows there's things that I shouldn't do. And there's a part of me that knows that there are so many things that I should do. So the masculine energy is what not to do. So that's where you get your diets. Don't do that. Stop eating meat. You're not supposed to do that. You're not. But the feminine energy, that marriage that you want to make sure that they understand, is also going within yourself, finding out what you do need. Because if you give yourself what you do need, what you don't need kind of fades in the background. So that's mentally very helpful for me. Like, I love to know that I am a whole person and not just, getting so frustrated with myself, going on these fad diets and up and down, like really truly loving myself. It's really about self-love. Being out in nature, like being here in Florida is so much helping me. Like when I started my fast, I started in Kentucky. When I got here, oh my gosh, like
way easier.
It's so much easier. So it definitely is. Fast is about going within and not going without. So I would definitely say you're right when it comes to the mental thing, and it's about having mental intelligence. We also get into the multidimensional being inside of the class when it comes to the curriculum talks about being a multi-dimensional being, having a human experience. So you need emotional intelligence. It's not just about having physical intelligence, meaning I know I don't need that. You need emotional intelligence too. If you're going to a family member's house and they eating chicken and you trying to stop eating chicken, you got to be emotionally, you have to understand what can you replace that chicken for. Sugar, love is a big deal, hugging on each other, we did that a lot in our family when we wanted to get rid of sugar. We loved on each other. Nurturing, is the liquidy pudding, ice cream type things, if you're trying to get rid of that. So all these emotions are characterized by certain foods and ailments. So, we get deep into that. So I can definitely answer those questions. But so also, did I lose my spot? Okay, so
Got some apple juice.
any other questions? I think that's what I was going to ask you. It took me too long to find that. Any other questions did you have?
Someone who has stopped eating meat, stopped eating cheese, what would you tell those people, because they may feel that I'm already plant-based, I already don't eat meat, I already don't eat animal products. What are they actually missing when it comes to, what should they focus on in a plant-based diet?
Personally, I definitely think nature is the biggest thing. When it comes to ether, when you close your eyes at night and you go to sleep, that is food. Everything is nutrition. So when you close your eyes, that's nutrition. Before we wake up in the AM, one of the things we do is say gratitude, and that is nutrition. When you open your eyes and you take that first morning breath, that first breath of life, and being grateful for that, taking that mindset, that is nutrition. When you get that glass of water, and this is even before we get to food.
Water,
spring ether. Water. There we go. What are they, son?
Water, ether, sun, earth, air. Air.
So that's what I would tell someone who is already on, a plant-based diet, because even when you are on that journey, you can always expand and grow, and just knowing that is the rule of thumb for Homeschool Approach to Holistic Health: ether, air, sun, water, and earth. And we're always going to go back to those, because she teaches us every day. We just have to tune in, and once you start tuning in, what you need and all that, it just fades by the wayside. So
like, how long have you been in this nutrition background? Like, how long have you been a nutrition assistant?
Okay, I like to say as long as I was born. But again, those questions are answered on Novin TV. If you need a specific date, I would definitely say when we lost your grandmother. That was when I was like 45. Nobody is supposed to go at 45, and can't nobody convince me of that. In the medical world, Western civilization, they teach us to live and cope with diseases and ailments, and it
don't resonate.
That does not resonate. And so once I realized how much nature began to resonate with me, I hit the ground running. I mean, and I've always had that. That's why I say when I was born, because we all have it. And that's why energy, frequency, and vibration, the truth resonates at a different frequency. So when you hear it, you don't just hear it, you feel it. Right. If somebody's telling you a truth, you can feel it. And it's like, you have to make sure you're talking to yourself, because I heard myself say, she ain't supposed to be dead. But you'll hear people say, well, if God says it's time for you to, we're not gonna go there. Who is God? Because wait a minute. So we have to make sure that we're listening to our own voices and not the ones that are outside. So back to your original question, when it comes to a plant-based eater, I would definitely say, say that.
You said at the beginning, within.
Woo! Say that. Okay, guys, I don't know where we are, but I can keep on going and talking to him forever. So I'm going to try to shut it down. Let me make sure I got at least the majority, because what I may do is come back for another interview where he interviews me, give him the opportunity to take his time, but that will be on his platform. So in order to get that, you're going to have to go to him.
Let me kind of explain what exactly Millionaire Project Academy is.
Oh yeah, well you can conclude with that definitely,
okay.
Because I guess I wanted you to just go to.
Yeah, you jumped right into it.
I was like, you can just go on over to the Boss Channel to hear all of that. But yeah, you go ahead, you tell them, son. Tell them who you are, son.
So like you said, my name is PeterJayyy. I am the founder and CEO of the Project series. And currently we have the Millionaire Project Academy. So we just launched it in January, I believe. So it's been about 2.5 months actually. And what I'm doing is I'm correlating the whole concept of health is wealth. So right now I currently have 2 courses out, Crypto 101 and Crypto 201. And then I also have a Millionaire Project TV platform where I'm giving, special episodes on certain things that I find out in the crypto world in real time to all my members. All right, so on top of that, I also brought her in to give my nutrition advice or my nutrition suggestions, my gratitudes. Every Friday we get a gratitude, fitness tips, what else? Self-love. I mean, we have it all when it comes to the VIP text alert. So all my members are getting that as well. And like she said, we kind of hinted at we have another course coming soon, and then we'll work on some kind of promo deal that I'll give. I'll talk her into a promo deal that I'll give everybody in my in the academy.
He doesn't have to talk me into it, because I'm so grateful for his platform.
They love her and they don't even know who she is yet. So
and
the fact they can actually meet you now is going to be something that
Well, that is payment. That is value. I mean, the way it uplifts you, and that's what we are. We're true currency. We're the currency. We're the energy. And so when someone actually gives of their energy, even if it's in a compliment, if it's in a, just any kind of acknowledgement, acceptance, appreciation, and admiration, adoration. Like, I get that from this group, and I love it. And don't get me wrong, I love my YouTubers too. I love y'all. But I feel the energy not only in just the compliments, but even the currency. Like I said, he sold more than I did. I'm like, okay.
Man, they loved your books.
Yeah, I was like, I need to get over here on this platform and see what he's doing. But
I post a couple plates and then a couple books.
I was like, wait a minute. So if you haven't already got that Authentic Soul Food Kitchen Digital Recipe Guide, hit the link in the bio. When it comes to PJ's, it's still under his group, because I'm like, well, heck, we might as well put it on over there. And it's gonna actually come with a curriculum now, and so go ahead, start brainstorming about the fast that you want to do. If you already have it, because some of you already have it. Just look in there and see which fast you want to do, and just join the party, because it's the spring equinox. That's the time to reset, get your body restored, rejuvenated, and
things are definitely changing in the world when it comes to financially, spiritually, mentally. It doesn't matter. There's a humongous shift happening, and it's international. And I want everyone to take the opportunity to go ahead and, I don't know what, it's miraculous when I start to think about it, because you can really take advantage of a life-changing opportunity in the time we're in today. So for sure, y'all definitely tap in with me and I'll get y'all right.
He will. And I'm gonna shut this, because I can keep asking questions. I know I could. I'm gonna let the last word be yours, PeterJayyy, because I'm just so. Do y'all see my face? Is it lift? You know how you get facelifts? You know how people go to the medical and get facelifts? Mine is just lifted off of smiling at this son of mine. Like, are we gonna end it off with you? Tell them something. I don't know. Tell them something. What do we do?
Like a motto or something, or like something to live forward to.
Yeah, something that you share with your, because I mean, even though I give a lot of text alerts for gratitude, self-awareness, and things like that, you're really good at doing that too. Because I noticed, you know, you got a new swag now on your business page where it actually has you giving out quotes and stuff. Tell them something that maybe made somebody respond in such a way, because I mean, when I tell you the testimonials that this young God gets, it's phenomenal. All these different things, and it's just coming up here. It even became more overwhelming because I was hearing it every day. I'm trying not to tear up. I was hearing it more when I'm at home. You know, he's a masculine energy. He's like his daddy. This is here and there with them. Where the feminine energy, we feel it. The masculine energy, they're more logical, analytical thinkers, and so they play by play. Where that feminine energy, when you say it to me, I'm gonna feel it. So I hear them here and there when I'm back home, but when I got here, I'm constantly hearing these abundance of compliments, and it's just like, oh my gosh. And they're coming from people saying how he's touched them, and they're able to get up in the morning and fight. And I remember one time he'd even told me somebody had called and had thought about, well, we're not gonna get into that part, and he was able to, you know, just talk people down off of a cliff, literally, and just be able to really help people. And I just wanted something that maybe you said that moves so many people. Like it can, you know, take some time. You don't have to come up with it right away, because just I know there's so many, but anyone that maybe sticks out, that something that you said that actually you know, just got that person or several people, anybody stick out in particular, that something you said to them that moved them, that, you know, you think would move other people.
Okay. All right.
I know that was,
put me on the spot or anything, but
I know that was a lot to unpack, as No VC TV says.
I think one thing. Well, I'll leave it off with two. So one thing definitely is, I want a lot of people who are watching this to understand the world we live in. You have to critically think, and if a lot of people are doing one thing, it's probably not the best thing. So in the time we live in, you know, if it's something that, you know, a group of people are doing, the masses are doing it, you want to critically think and see that what actually is going on behind the curtain. If this is what they're broadcasting on TV, this is what they're broadcasting on the media, right? Radio, all that good stuff. So that's one thing I would definitely tell everyone to critically think, right? Anything you see, anything that seems like they're just pushing this on us, what exactly is going on behind the curtain? Because in order for you know, that company or that brand to be successful and to continue to have customers, you know, I don't want to get the video taken down, but you know, Western medicine, or commercials where they're talking about fast food, or commercials where they're talking about, you know, entertainment or distractions in the media. Like, all of that stuff is here to keep you at a certain level, just enough for you to keep purchasing their product. So once you actually critically think, you know, and look outside the box, that's one thing I would definitely tell everyone. And then the second thing is definitely to know that energy is real. Everything is energy, and the more positive energy you give out, the more positive energy that you will start to see come back to you. Not only that, but also as you were saying, like in the mornings when you give your gratitudes and your affirmations, you're already starting your day off on a high note. So you're giving yourself a support system when you may not even have it. You know, a lot of people, I'm lucky enough to have a support system, where I know a lot of people don't have support systems. So if you are talking to yourself, that does work. I used to think when I was a child that people who talk to themselves were crazy, when in reality, everyone needs it, right? It's not something that's really crazy. It's something that's actually an essential in this life. So definitely give yourself positive affirmations. Talk to yourself and build your own support system. And then on top of that, think outside the box, critically think, and you will see yourself. Once all this dust settles, you'll see yourself with palm trees behind you as well.
I love it. So think for yourself, be your own person. And so that goes back to that uniqueness. Everybody has their own uniqueness. So if someone looks at you like, ooh, she's weird, look at her. Because I had somebody talk about me for talking to myself. Literally, I was singing to myself.
It's probably me.
I sang to myself. No, you weren't even born.
Oh, okay.
I was like maybe 8 or 9, and my cousin had told me that they thought that I was crazy because I talked to myself. Now, back then, I was literally singing to myself. I used to walk and I would sing on my way home, which was my voice. So I did a lot of singing to myself. So, but that's my uniqueness. And so when somebody looks at you and they see something wrong, it's okay. It's the angle that they're coming from.
It's all perspective.
It's my uniqueness. This is who I am, and everybody should have their own uniqueness. So think for yourself.
For sure.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Way to end off. Thank you so much for coming.
No problem. I appreciate you coming to see me. Appreciate it.
I ain't going nowhere yet.
You ain't leaving that.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, check out those other uploads, Big Black Boss channel, I think he has other.
There's a few other small ones, but that's the biggest one.
Yeah, and then check out his PeterJayyy.
So if you're on Instagram, PeterJayyy Enterprise is the handle. Type it in, and I'll have a link in the bio where you can sign up for the Millionaire Project Academy, and then you can also sign up for the collab course. What was the collab course? Alchemy.
He named it.
The Alchemist in the Kitchen. What is
No, it was. Shoot.
We still
it's
finishing
new.
it. We're doing the finishing touches.
Homeschool approach to holistic health, life. Introduction to living a plant-based lifestyle.
I wrote it down.
Alchemy.
I got so many whiteboards and notes that I can't keep up with everything. That's why you got to write everything down.
So you know how new this is.
That's another note.
Alchemy, homeschool approach to holistic health, Alchemy Project.
Alchemy Project. Yep. You're right. Yep.
And it's how to introduction to living the plant-based lifestyle. That's it. Yep. Okay, we got it before it went off. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love ya. Wholeness. Peace. Mwah.